Okay, guys. It's June. It is June. And today is like all about like my top five podcasts, which y'all, it's like I said, it's redundant. It's like I always do the same ones. I have not listened to like any new podcasts or anything. So, um, I said I'm gonna actually put those inside of the magazine this month, and so that everybody understands. Because really, this month is just like all about you getting to know you. Because again, it's Juneteenth. Anytime it's gonna have something to do with um that type of holiday, because sometimes I just feel like the black community just like does not realize how sometimes they affect racism as much as everybody else does. And people always tell you this, and people don't want to listen. And it's like, I'm not going to sit here and pussyfoot around and just, oh no, you didn't know black people need this and they don't do this. And black people, no, you do it. So it's like, yeah, don't fuck with me because I'm going to tell you the fucking truth. So that's what it is. It's like I just so anytime it's like something that's very prevalent in black history that it's time for us to celebrate, I am going to actually just baffle you with the knowledge that you need to shut your fucking mouth and really do the work to get to know yourself. So this month's um magazine will have um podcasts. So I'm gonna put my podcast, and then I'm gonna also put in the ones that are my favorites. So that's what this show is about right now. So yeah, it's like I just get tired of like, oh, I just feel so hurt as a black woman. And then you see somebody with a fucked up ass shape, and you taking pictures of her and put it online. Like, look at this bitch with this shape. You see what I'm saying? It's like that woman never did anything to you, and then you wonder why it would be racist. It's racist because you could be having somebody else stalk her. You are actually influencing other people to be mean to this person. Like y'all just really do some bullshit that I just be like, fuck you. You understand what I'm saying? And I'll tell you too, fuck you. That's how I feel. So I mean, if you don't like black unicorns, that'll be why. That'll be why you don't like my podcast. Cause I really am gonna tell you, shut the fuck up and fuck you, cause your black ass racist too. So that's it. That's my message for real. When I'm podcasting, it's like, no. You see, that's the whole message. No. Hell the fuck no. Get the fuck on with your fucking life. Like I really just have issues with that, y'all. I'm so serious. I get so tired of this holier than thou situation where and that's why I told y'all to listen to Wallow's show when he talks about how the black community does this thing where it's just like the black community does this what did he say? He didn't say entitlement. What did he say? It was like it's almost like bullying. You know, I'm talking about like talking about people's shoes. Like if a black man wears Vans, then it's a problem. If a black man plays a guitar, it's a problem. If a black man, if he combs his hair and not brushes it, it's a problem. If he doesn't wear like all the name brands that like Tommy Hilfiger and Guess and all that shit and Ralph Lauren and all that, it's like, but it's more designers out there, and so it's just to me it's bullying. And so and I think it's a form of racism too. And I mean not a form of racism, it is racism. And so like I said, it's like with me, I can't. I'm not that type of person that's just gonna sit there with you and be like, oh yeah, she ain't shit, look at her, look at her with her fucking shoes on. It's just like I don't know what to tell y'all as far as that would go. So when I'm doing this show today, it's just like, yeah, I don't really listen to anything other than what I'm going to tell you I'm listening to. So the first one is I always give shouts out to Snoop Dogg's podcast. Um, that's where they got the Black Martha Stewart shit from, and then they put Martha Stewart on there with them for real. So Snoop Dogg podcast is like my first one, and then next one is another round with Tracy in Heaven. I like anything that comes from Gimlet. And I think it's like Gimlet Podcasting. Isn't it owned by somebody that I always talk about? What's his name? Um, um. Oh God, what is this man's name? Uh, Gimlet. God. What is this man's name? He's like some rich guy, some really rich guy. And they usually try to have him on. Ugh, God. I always forget his fucking name, but he's like some rich person that just does this show with these guys. But anything from Gimlet, I just like. I'm really into this shit. I'm so serious. So all the Gimlet podcasts, I'm just gonna put them on there as one, because then it's like I don't want to Gimlet podcast. This American Life is like another one of my favorite. Um, and then after This American Life, it's it's another one that's all about. Is This American Life part of Gimlet? I hope it's not. American Terror. Um, man, it's another one that is like, Sawbones. In Sawbones, and they had a baby. Like they had a fucking baby in the middle of me listening to their podcast. So it's like those are like my top. They're always like my top five. It's like not even a joke. So then I move into, let's talk about my podcast, and I'll start with Shante Lakeisha. Shante Lakeisha. I put my whole name on her, y'all. 'Cause I was like tired of people trying to steal my identity. So when I saw that, I was like, okay. So I put Shante Lakeisha Schuler. That's about stocks. And then after that, it's the Black Unicarns. People how they listen on my YouTube. The reason why I started the stock show is because I just kept like I started. I'm actually about to sell my stocks today because I haven't been paying them any attention. And actually, just let me check them. But what happened was, is like I just started buying stocks through two different places. I couldn't get on Robinhood because somebody fucked up my account and like it had to be closed or something like that. So what happened is, it's like I thought Robinhood would be like a good place for me to like buy stocks and all this different stuff, learn about stocks, all this different stuff. So when I tried to do Robinhood, like I said, you have to have an actual bank account because you gotta load all that stuff up. Um, so when this happened, I could only use Cash App stocks and I could use Stash. I could buy Stash stocks. So when um I just started noticing how the person was like stalking my stocks too. They would like try to change the numbers of my stocks, all this different stuff. They also, because I use Cash App a lot, then they would actually try to steal the money from the stock. So it'd be like they would change like how you um they would change how how much you would pay. They changed how much you would pay for you to like sell the stocks. I was like, man, I really don't want to do this. I didn't want to do that anymore. So that's when I found Stash, and the person ended up stalking my Stash account too. It was like it would say that I would be getting that the stock went up so much in a week, and then out of nowhere it would just like totally freaking change. Like, it wouldn't be the right amount of money get putting back in, like being put back into my account. So that's it. It's like I stay with Stash, but I really am um I really do sell if they go to, like right now I'm selling everything that's going to because it's been like what, a week or so since I haven't checked. Um like it's like if they because they'll take your money, like you see what I'm saying, like they'll deplete your funds. So I was doing stash parties and stuff like that. I stopped doing the stash parties because like if it's a stock that's not gonna make money and they gave it to me for free, I just go ahead and sell it. If I check it, it's not making any money, I just go ahead and sell it. So then I started finding out it was some stocks that made money no matter what. So it's like I have like a starter pack. So if I get To the point where I have to sell all my stocks. Then I just start back with my starter pack. Like, so then I can have these stocks making money no matter what. And so that is why I do it, because it's like so many people forget that they can just like invest in stocks. Like, it's like, and nobody teaches you. Kanye comes on, he's like, yeah, I got these bonds for Kim Kardashian, and y'all don't even know that they stole that from a damn phone call that I was having with somebody. So yeah, I got all these stocks for Kim and all this different stuff, and it's like, I think you got it, and then you didn't keep looking at it to reinvest into it. So that is the problem. And so it's just like this made ass, he just a made up ass, fake ass person. It's like, so I really did start doing the Shante Lakeisha Schuler show in response to a person giving you bad information and then not actually teaching you how to work through that information. So like they get mad because I want to buy a bus. Like I actually went to go to buy a bus. I went to go buy a bus so that I could live on the bus because that's actually cheaper for me to do that. It's a good way for me to save money if I spend less money on housing because I like to travel. So if I have a bus and I could travel with the bus and spend less money on housing, that would be perfect for me. So somebody wants me to learn a lesson of, well, this bus can break down. Yes, but if the bus breaks down, then we have money to fix it, or we have money to put it in a permanent spot and live there. Y'all understand what I'm saying? Like, it's like, okay, so the bus running for a few years, I got a job, I got money in the bank. You understand? So then when something happens, I got the money to take care of it. That's the part that people don't think about. It's like, if I'm living on a bus and I'm working, but they don't ever want me to collide like that. It's like they always want to fuck with me on bullshit. So it's like I never get to collide at that situation. It's like it's not your fucking business. So what the fuck difference do it make? So y'all, I buy the bus, they steal my car, all this different shit. And it's like, okay, wait a minute. That's another thing. It's like, why do I have to live in an apartment so you can fucking haunt me to fuck for the rest of my life? I want to live on a bus so I can run your ass over. You know, I already said that in Black Unicorns. I told y'all the black. But I'm gonna tell y'all on Shante on. Oh, I said that on the Black Unicorn show. But for Shante Lakeisha Schuler, I want to invest in that bus because when it's time to go, me and my son can get on the bus and run your ass over and get the fuck out your face. You understand what I'm saying? I can drop my son off at school and fuck whatever man I want to and be happy when he get out of school. Y'all, do y'all understand what I'm saying? That is my choice because I'm a grown ass motherfucking woman. And so that's another reason. Like, that's something else I got to talk about on Shante Lakeisha. It's like, it's just when people give you these just alternatives to life that are just like, you want to suck the money out of me for the rest of my life. You want me struggling through paying a mortgage and all this different stuff, and you've been fucking with me my whole fucking life. Do y'all understand? Even if I were to, like, now they say, Shantae, okay, here is your money, here's the company, everything. I'm still gonna make those same decisions because I don't want to put a lot of money into that bullshit. Y'all understand what I'm talking about? If I don't have to put the money into it, what the fuck would I be thinking that's what I have to do for? And it's like the person that's looking at my shit is actually a dumb motherfucker. So you want me to actually follow a dumb motherfucker's bullshit ass steps? I'm not into that shit. And so it's like I'm tired of it. It'll be like they think because they older, or they think because this, that, and the other. It's not your decision to make. It's mine. And anytime I want to change my motherfucking mind, bitch, I can do it. And so that's the other thing. It's like I really want to show you guys like how to save money, how to live that life that you probably afraid of living. It's so scary to look at some videos where people like, well, this is the last month of my fucking job, and I was trying to just like put money into pay my rent and put money into building this bus for myself or building this van out for myself. And it's like, okay, that makes sense. It really makes sense. And guess what? They get to do it because they don't have a stalker. They get to do it because they don't have an ignorant motherfucker following them all the time trying to dictate every fucking thing they do. They get to do it because nobody is over there telling somebody, go be rude to her. They get to do that. And it's like, I should be able to do it too. I don't belong to you. And so that's it. It's like that's why I do Shantae Lakeisha, so you can get over the fridge. It's living the type of life you want to. You know, like you might not be able to make money out there singing all night. But shit, by God, you could probably go on tour and work one of those work at home jobs. You see what I'm saying? If I make enough money to work at home job and do my job on time and tour in this bus that I'm living in, shit, then guess what? That's the life I want to live. And they'll come back and say, like they'll talk like it's like not like it's something that's funny. Like, oh, that's so funny. I remember one day, y'all, my mom was like, she didn't get her license till she was 21. She knew then I wasn't taking it like that bullshit no more. I was like, don't you think that's kind of stupid? I just asked her because I don't live in New York. Y'all, we take driving class at 16, 15, 16 years old, right? We get a learner's permit. And so for somebody to actually like bring up the fact, I got pissed. I was like, wait a minute, don't you understand like that's taken away from my freedom? You understand I'm talking about like you taking away a person's freedom. And so it's and in this area, like I'm so serious, I should have had my license at 17, 18 years old. And I had people actually helping me learn how to drive because she would never let me really drive a car, only to show off for boys. And so I was just like, no, I'm not playing that shit with you. Y'all understand? Like, it's like sometimes you really have to call people on their shit, whether it be your mama, your daddy, whoever. I just saw this meme to this boy. He got out of his car. He's like, don't you see how stupid I am to pay this much money for a Lamborghini? I'm not a surgeon. You see, but materialism may be his love language. His mother is sending people to the hospital and they are telling, and his mother is telling them that he is a surgeon. He's like, I'm not a surgeon. Like, I'm not that fucking smart. It's like, stop doing that shit. Because it's like, it's actually fucking annoying. And people will be thinking, oh my God, that's the love of mine. No, tell the truth. Like, it's like, we are really at this point where we just like, no, be honest so that we can get help. Like, because if we not honest, we not going to get help. Like, we not y'all living in the 50s and 60s. We not trying to build a fake ass life. And that's what it is. It's like they have it in their head that that's what they actually have to do. Like they actually have to put on a show in order to have a life. And it's like that is not the truth. So that's why Shante Lakeisha Schuler, the show about money, is very important. Because it's like we don't want to have a fake ass life. We don't want to live on fake ass numbers. We gotta live on the real shit because the real shit, that's the reality. Once you hit the real shit, once your mama see the real shit, she in her fussing, cussing, your daddy in her trying to beat you. We don't want to get to that point because that's stress. We are at the point where we looking at reality TV. It's a lie, but still we want to live a real life with honesty. You see what I'm saying? And so it's like that's what it is. Our parents are in that situation where they grew up in a time where they had to actually, our parents and grandparents, put on a show. They put on a fucking show. And now we looking at them like, nope, 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 nope. I am dumber than a box of rocks. You see what I'm saying? I don't like being broke. I never wanted a man. I am straight up gay. You know what I'm saying? It's like we just really coming out like, look, this is the real situation, and we gonna learn how to love through all that shit. Fuck what they was doing on fucking TV. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like that's why Shante Lakeisha Schuler is like so important. Like it's just like get over this money shit because I'm not about to play. I'm not about to try to keep up with the Joneses. The Joneses are black. Mother, we're Italian. You know what I'm saying? It's like we really, mom, I don't say girlfriend and sister. So guess what? We're not doing that today. Today we're gonna live Italian and say ciao. You understand what I'm saying? Like it is like so fucking we want to be like, no, this is reality. Put me in fucking reality and show me the real numbers. So that's it. The next one, Black Unicorns, is all about mental health. I try to like keep it like I tell my stalker stories and all that different stuff, and I try to like solve the stalker's problems, but it's like for real, I can't no more because they still crazy. Like these people are beyond crazy. Like I told y'all, like they mad UK people. Like it's like they beyond fucking crazy. It's like they have put the movies that, and that's it. They became a movie, and nobody helped them. That is the reality of what we have to deal with here in St. Louis and East St. Louis. They have become movies and nobody helped them. Nobody has helped the people that they hurt. So the biggest one for me is Tondela, which is really my friend who got kidnapped when she was young. I can't even help her because the police are actually crazy. And I'm talking about these women have these like I don't know, like these machines or something to fuck with you, do stuff. And I'm talking about they stick tight, they thick as thieves. So Tyler Perry does that movie about him, and he's thinking that they put on her that she was keeping older people and getting a check. No, she's taking people's children and getting a check, and then fucking with their memory and all that shit. Like Tyler's body is like it's not even real. And then what was her name? Snowboy's sister. What was her name? Fallon. That was her name, Fallon. So her real name is Fallon. She has been abducted. They said that they cut her head off and left her in the locker at Eastside. No, they didn't. They kidnapped her. She got the same mole on her face and everything. Her skin color a little lighter because she probably stay in the house, but for real, she's so sweet, like so sweet. And it's like she was actually kidnapped. She is a person that was kidnapped. I actually need people to help me get this person. This motherfucker Tyler Perry made a goddamn movie. Y'all understand what I'm saying? This girl has been used her entire fucking life to be like enslaved labor. Like she a fucking Hispanic woman. And so it's like, nah, I mean for real, y'all gotta really come help. Like it's not even a joke. Like this shit is real. And so that's it. It's like I don't know how the fuck can I mentally help that motherfucker? I didn't even know they was that fucking crazy. It's just like y'all. I can't make this shit up. I really can't. So then, I mean, and the I told y'all about that yesterday. Like all about me. Like I really started Black Unicorns through a rape story. And it was just like because it kept wearing on me like, well, how do they know how I fucked this person or what I did with this person or what this was? They'll try to do like the same exact thing the other person did. How the fuck did it get to I'm gonna do voodoo so y'all can really do exactly what I did? And it's like what the fuck? So it's not even voodoo, it's like it was like something that's how they came up with the Jetsons. It was like something to make you feel like it was like a new house or whatever. And they actually like if they mark the wrong person, if they mark a motherfucker raping somebody or beating somebody or something like that, or they'll then your muscles will actually feel like you have to, or you will feel the anger of the person, even though you might not act on it. Then it's like that's what it is. So it's not even a spirit. It's just like they have a way of like moving your muscles to somebody else's muscle memory. And so it's like that shit is fucking crazy. The shit is true. And so, like I said, I couldn't even make this shit up, y'all, if I tried. If I tried. And they did not do that shit to me when I was little. They just did this shit like where they try to talk to you or like try to get you to do stuff. So then they start trying to say people were schizophrenic and they not even schizophrenic. It's actually a motherfucker sitting there watching you, and the reason why they come after us, y'all, because we know famous people. Like we actually know famous people. Like they actually thought that I was Diana Ross's and Quincy Jones's daughter, not the goddaughter, the daughter. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? So they are actually trying to keep me down because they don't want Diana and Quincy to know that they have a dark skinned daughter. I'm just like the shit that they come up with. Like this is all the crazy people. Like they actually make up these rumors and then they believe them. So the reason why they probably going after what's her name? It was another oh my god. The other girl at the shelter with the legs like Tina Turner, they probably going after her because she has legs like Tina Turner. So therefore she must be Tina Turner's daughter. Y'all understand? Illegitimate daughter. And so that's it. It's like you'll be wondering why somebody ended up dead is because they found out down here it was somebody that looked like this person. So it's just like y'all, and they actually have connections to Hollywood, and that was connection was through me because I was the person that came up with the Cosby Show or whatever, Rudy, whatever it was that got changed into the Cosby Show. So it's like they were thinking they were helping me at first, and no, they just trying to just straight up cut me out of my fucking money. Talking about I don't know what I'm doing. But you sit up here asking me questions and shit. You sit up here like we having fucking talks about this shit. I'm talking about y'all. It's ridiculous how this is for us. These people, this shit that y'all watch on TV is fucking real. They change the color. They might change the girls to boys. They might change the black girl to a white girl. They might change the white girl to a black girl. And it's like, what the fuck ever. So, that's how Black Unicorns came about. It's just like, okay, maybe you need a mental health check. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I need to go through that. Nah, it's just they can't be helped. Like they actually need to be locked up because they have been committing crimes for so long. They don't know how to stop. It's not a joke. So that's why Black Unicorns is like now changing. Like it's just like now I have changed into I have never wanted to be like this my entire life, y'all. I have been a medium my entire life. I told the story about how they brought my spirit back to my body because somebody actually um did that to me when I was little. So they used this stuff when I was little. So what happened was I was just always in a haze, like always like some type of black form around my vision. It was like it'll take away my peripheral vision, you know? So I always had my own thoughts and all this different stuff, but it'll be like I think most of the time I would just stand there, right? And so one day my grandmother just patted me on my back. I was laying in the bed. At first I was outside at Miss Peggy's house where my grandmother and Miss Peggy was sitting down. My grandmother was looking around like this, like looking around like that, and she was sitting in a chair next to Miss Peggy having a beer. And that's the last time I saw anything. That's the last time I was myself. The next time that I actually could um feel anything was when I woke up one day. Remember anything? I woke up one day and my grandmother said, "Okay, now you back to yourself." And then that's when I was at the house with Nikki and Terrell talking about the bathroom and all that stuff that we designed and all this stuff I did with my granddad. And that was it. So that's those are like all my earliest memories. And it's like really, I think somebody actually just tried to take my soul or my spirit or something, and they actually put it back into my body. So that's why people are always like, she not like a regular person. Like this girl is not like a regular person. And I don't like take that for granted because that's something that I have to deal with God. Like it's like I don't know how to be mean to people because I actually have to be like I actually have to I really think about, okay, dude, I gotta answer to God. I mean, I don't know if it's a real God or not, but it's like I have to answer to this spiritual power that I don't even know that I'm talking to. Sometimes I don't even know anything about the entity itself. So all the stuff they do, like all this edging me on and marking people with all this shit above your head, it's like that's fake. But the real stuff, the real things that happen, you will be like, oh my God, like it's amazing. And so that's why Black Unicorns has moved into some shit. When I was little, y'all, I'd be like thinking to myself, I am not gonna be like these crazy ass I'm a witch doctor type of person, and I'm still not. Like I'm a homeopathic person, but I'm not gonna be in there like I feel your aura. Like what the fuck is that? You know what I'm talking about? But I see wings. I feel wings. I feel like um the spirits and all this different stuff. I can hear the spirits. I can talk to the spirits. The spirits move me. The spirits will hurt me. The spirits will like make me feel better. Like it's not a joke. Like it's like for real, for real. This shit exists. So that's it. I've been taught about it my whole life, so I'm not afraid of it. But I don't want to do it. That's it. I don't want to do it. And the reason why is because crazy people follow you. So this person is like pushing this shit into this house that I'm in, this little house. The same person that was doing that shit in Alton is like, you don't need to follow me. And I'm constantly saying, you don't need to follow me. You don't need to fucking hurt me with this shit. Sitting tingles and shit, like turning up my electricity so it like shocks me in my room and stuff like that. You don't need to do that shit. You understand what I'm saying? Like it's like I have to deal with real spirits. Like it's not a joke. You understand what I'm saying? When I get to a place, I know if it's a spirit in there or not. And this is fucking St. Louis. Why the fuck would you have me living in St. Louis with spirits? Do y'all understand what I'm talking about? Like it's like out of all the fucking places to be, why? It's better for me to be in a place that where they don't know me, so then they won't fuck with me. That's how you live a natural life. Like if I go to Texas, they don't fuck with me. If I'm in St. Louis, East St. Louis, the spirits, if it, I'm in East St. Louis, the spirits are so fucking playful. It get on my fucking nerves. Flipping cups, the shit kind of cute, but it's like it really does make me not have peace. And it's like, okay, well, what if if it's my great grandmother or my granddaddy? You know, it's like that's cool. When I get to St. Louis, I don't know these spirits at all. Like I don't know them for real, but they know me. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like sometimes they will come because they know you. Y'all, I'm talking about they will burn me because they think I burned my son. They will make me fall. They will push me. Like it's like real shit that really does fucking happen. And if you sit there and watch long enough, you will actually see the shit happen. They won't pull me out the bed. That's the one thing. My fucking sheets, I got good ass sheets. Good sheets that like attach themselves. I can tighten them up. Every fucking day, I have to actually wake up and actually put the sheet back on my fucking bed, like the sheet, like you. It's just like little shit like that. It's like, oh my fucking god, just leave the goddamn sheet alone. And so it's just like, y'all, some of this shit, y'all might think, oh, that's so cool. It's so nice, and it's like, no, it's not. It's really not. That's why I be like such a break when I go to Texas. I don't have to talk or anything because in East St. Louis, in St. Louis, spirits really do bother me. And they might do it in Gary, Indiana too. They know some people know me in Gary, Indiana. It's like some places I just don't want to be. I don't want to be here. I don't want to do it. I have never wanted to do it. I used to tell Terrell that all the time, like, Terrell, I don't want to do it. They taught me about some more stuff today. I don't want to do it. I don't. But somebody will be like, no, I'm gonna make you do it. And then the best thing about it is like sometimes you have to say, leave me the fuck alone. And they'll clear themselves out. They will clear themselves out. And then some of them they knows they'll come and see you. Like when I was at Starbucks, y'all think, see, this shit sound crazy, right? It's the truth. And the thing is, the people here will see it too and then try not to say nothing. So I'm at Starbucks, the one on Grand, and a big spirit comes in and just covers up the entire ceiling, trying to be nosy. You see what I'm saying? Trying to be fucking nosy. Get your evil ass somewhere and sit the fuck down. Get that evil hard black shit out of here. You see what I'm saying? It was like darkness, y'all, just came in there, a big shadow. And you're just like, why the fuck? Don't you understand that you making a scene? And it's, you know what I'm saying? It's just like shit like that. That's it. And it's only because I've been taught all this stuff since I was little. That's it. That's it. And it's real. It's real. They shift shit. They'll fuck with your shit. They'll make you lose shit. They'll fuck with your memory. Like, say, if it's you doing something, they want to see what you're doing. They'll come into your body. You can forget just like that. I'm talking about your memory be gone like that. Like, what the fuck I do with my notebook? Yesterday, y'all, my all my shit is in my notebook. All of it. And because I showed y'all what it is on the show, I'm not going to show you this time because I showed you what it is on the show. Somebody was trying to tap into me. I could not remember where I put all the stuff in my show at. So it was just right in my purse, right in the notebook. I just pulled this shit out and opened it up, and it's right here. Yesterday, when I did my show, I couldn't remember for shit. Do you understand? I couldn't remember what the fuck I was doing for anything because it's like as soon as they see it, they want to, oh, I want to put that on there too. And it's people that, it's living people that can do this too. So some of the people, they could be at the shelter that want to do that too. What is she doing? What's she doing in there? I had the fucking door open. They're still going in their fucking room and try to see what I'm doing. And I know it's this lady now that's next door to me. So this morning, yesterday, I told y'all she was having like a conversation with me about schizophrenia, all this different shit. This morning, I come out the door, she act like she can't even say anything to me. Like, right, don't speak to me because when you speak to me, you trying to do some spirit shit. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? Like, it's like when she is speaking to me, she is actually trying to figure out something so she can try to do something else into my room. So yesterday she was like, let me see what you got up in here. What's going on up in your room? What's doing this? And she would be the main person that would try to connect to you so she can fuck with you. Y'all understand what I'm saying? So it's like you have to watch that too. The living people will fuck with you too. And so then that's the good part. They don't know you got spirits too. You get what I'm talking about? They'll fuck with a spirit will start fucking with you, win, whatever they doing. But it's like they gotta be working with something because they can do shit when the door closed and you in there by yourself. What you got up in here? What's going on in your house? And it's because you know how to do something. You know how to move something. You know how to get into the something. You sound you want to get into something. You see? So this morning I'm talking about that bitch act like she couldn't see me this morning and she had to walk dead ass past me. So you just like you gotta watch them down here because that's all they've been doing. Now that the people dead that used to stop them, now that's all they know how to do. Your ass need to be in a psych ward. That's why they had them at that Alton hospital. So y'all, in some cases, it's better for that ugly bitch to live right there next to me and wonder what's in my room than for her to be out here roaming around fucking with somebody else. They'll put you in accidents. I'm talking about they will fuck up everything. So I ain't got my son. I'm by myself. Um, it's not gonna be a situation. I don't know if they trying to kill me. It don't feel like she trying to kill me or anything. So at this point, let her live right there. See what's in my room, so she can go ahead and do whatever it is she thinks she got to do. But her ugly ass show did, and that be it right there. Them other spirits that stay with me, they'll fuck their ass up. So you be like, oh my god, she didn't talk to me. She just said, no, bitch. I know they got your ass. Then that's it. Like they'll beat their ass. They'll hit them. Like I'm talking about they do shit for real. So the wrong person fuck with you, they'll start whooping their ass. My spirits will start whooping their ass. So that's it. Like they'll feel it too. They'll feel somebody smacking them and all that stuff too. So okay, let me move on. That shit sound crazy, y'all. It sounds so crazy. My whole life, since I was 4 or 5 years old, I've been thinking in my head, I do not want to be this type of person. I don't want to talk about this with you. I don't want to. And guess what? They made me into this type of person. They put all this shit in my life. Like, okay, now I'm supposed to just go crazy. I'm gonna go loony. It's like I can't, because people actually witness you doing this shit. People do go through the same thing I go through. So okay, so then I have Brown Sugar Talk, and that's the show about relationships. Because I need love. When I'm alone in my room, sometimes I sit at the wall, and then the back of my mind, I heard my conscience. So yeah, it's like I was like, what I started noticing is how like people are like they don't know what a relationship is. That's why all these people out here doing this stupid shit with the spirits and stuff. You just like if you really would have busied yourself and loved your husband or your wife, if you would have did all these things, then guess what? You wouldn't be in this situation right now. Like you would still be in a situation of love, character, friendship. That's why I started noticing it was just like a lot of whole ass comments. Every time something happened, they always thought I was fucking somebody, or they thought he was fucking somebody. Like they not having sex at all. Like this is not sex. So that's when I was like, let me do this relationship show and teach y'all. This ain't nothing. And come to find out, it was Amanda Seals, dumbass, her hoe ass, your hoe. She like Amanda Seals. She have all these fucked up ass relationships or this shit she make up, and then it's like this dude to come at me like I'm Amanda Seals. Like, bitch, no. I got some fucking sense. You understand? I got some fucking sense. I know I sound crazy, but I got some fucking sense. So it's like, yeah, I've always had like good relationships. I still will have good relationships. And it's like I got tired of like my friendships and all this stuff, everything being false and fake because of something they done made up. And it's like this bitch don't have no type of real relationships with nothing. You just a false asshole. And she done so much shit, her mind messed up. So she need to go back to the psych ward too. It's not a joke. Amanda Seals needs psychiatric help. So then we get into uh Shaketi Ed again. That's my educational channel that was created by me, and then later on it's been ran by me and my son. And it's just all about education. Anything we do with education, we put under Shaketi Ed. And then the final one is Brandy Schuler. That's the one that's all about fashion and clothes and all this different stuff. So it's like I got tired of that too. I'll be working at a school and somebody be like, all they can say is true religion. Yes, Tommy Hilfiger and Ralph Lauren. It's like, dude, it's so much more out there, like Kate Spade and um Betsy Johnson and Tom Ford and Perry Ellis. It's like so many different like other designers out there. Sheer Pelly, and it's like that's all it is. It's like let's start to look at everybody and see what they have to offer. And so that's Maeve. It's like so much, and you have to tell people, you know what, Rainbow is designer too. And so that's what it is. It's like I want you to see that everything can be designed. Everything is science. And that's what it is. Being a designer is being a scientist, period. And so that's when Brandy Schuler came about because I was like, okay, let me just show you what style is. Let me show you what this looks like off the runway and on the runway. And it just came to me one day. I was telling somebody, I was like, oh my God, she just had a t-shirt on and it had like a design on it. I was like, that looks like the new Versace. You know what I'm saying? And she was like, for real? Like, yeah, it's an old shirt from like maybe the 90s, the early 90s without the glitter designs or the like, you know what I'm saying? Like all that stuff on there. And it's like it was dope. I'm not joking, it was dope. It's an old shirt, but it's like, damn, that's Versace today. And so I was like, yeah, let me make that channel. So I just started that I just started, not, it's not a podcast really, it's just like a channel where I just like put together shit that I like from the show. So that just started 2023 for me, and it's just Brandy Schuler. And I also want to get Brandy out there because everybody knows me as something different. So for like what 24 years I've been called Miss Schuler by adults, kids, anything. When I was younger, elementary, I was called Shanteschuler, Shanteschuler, Shanteschuler. They called me my whole fucking name like I'm Gary Shanley, which I love. So then when I got to middle school, it was just Shante. I don't even think they even talked about me for real. They never really say my name. But I didn't meet another Shante or Shante until I met Shante Shannon, and then I also met my mother's friend, Shante, Cat's daughter, Shante. So that was it. You see what I'm saying? Like it's just they talk about Roxanne Shante when I was little, but that's it. But they just always, it's just everywhere I go, they have a different way of talking about me. So when I left, I was already like a substitute teacher. And so that's it. I've always been called Miss Schuler. Nobody really never used my name outside of that. So we're getting back to this point where I'm using my first name and my nickname Brandy. Like I don't get called Brandy unless I'm her, unless I'm in St. Louis or East St. Louis. I and in Louisiana, because Louisiana, like my dad's my stepmother's family is in Louisiana, so they know me as Brandy. So it's like, okay, Brandy and Shante Lakeisha Schuler are the same person. So they were trying to like make me into somebody else, and it's like, no, bitch, I'm gonna be me, and I need my fucking check. When you write that check, write it out to Shante Lakeisha Schuler, SHanteleSHASchuler. When you sign over that house, write that shit out to Shante Lakeisha Schuler. Angela Nicole Thomas. You understand? Antoine Terrell Thomas. We gonna need our money. That's it. So it's like run us our check. So that's pretty much it. It's like I can't. That's it. So that's why this month I'm just spending this time just like, hey, get to know my shows, see what it's about. It's a lot of content out there. 6 years worth, 6, 7 years worth. They steal it, but still get on our list and it's copyrighted. They owe me a check. Period. That's it. So that's it. That's it. Um, my next show is Brown Sugar Talk. Hopefully it's shorter than this one. It's like this is 40. I did not. I thought I'd be in here for an hour, 45 minutes. That's okay. Have a great day.